Hi there, welcome to my messy fingers. I'm Charlie. I'm going to do a walkthrough for you on an album that I just finished for an online scrapbooking store called Scrap in Create. And this is featuring graphic 45s, The Beach is Calling, and I wanted the front of the album to look like something you would see or find at a beach. So let me just say that in this collection, I got the big bundle pack. So I have the 12 by 12 core pack, the 12 by 12 patterns, and then the 8 by 8 core pack. And I had all of the rub-ons. I had the ephemera pack. I have the chipboard and tags, and then I had the big sticker pack. And I have not used rub-ons before, so this was a new experience for me, but I think I did okay with them. So starting with the front, there's a lot of ephemera on the front, and I did put some of the rub-ons here in the corner and then right here as an accent. This ephemera piece is popped up a little bit, as well as this ephemera piece. I wanted some depth on the album. And then behind the umbrella, I put in a couple of pop-ups so that the umbrella would sit up off the front of the album a little bit. So you have the beach hut, and then sitting in behind it is your little lounge spot in the sand under your umbrella. And then we've got the toys you play with when you're at the beach, such as the surfboard and the paddle. Now, in the collection that I got from Scrap and Create, I got a little baggie of brass items, and I've used quite a few throughout the album. But here on the front, I put some sunglasses, and I put one of the brass starfish. Here on the spine, I use some ephemera to decorate. I use the paddle, the starfish, and then a little saying called, it says here, sandy toes and sun-kissed nose. Now, this brass piece had no way for me to glue it on here. I thought it would be a great accent right over this starfish, but unfortunately I can't glue it down, so I punched a hole in, and then I've just kind of tied it here so it does float loose. And then here on the back, I ran some more of the rub-ons, and then up here a little accent as well. And as you can see, it does have a ribbon and closure on it. So let's get in here and kind of take a look at what I've done. So on your left panel, I have used, this piece came out of the 8 by 8 pack, and so did this. Now, I've rounded the corners to give it a softer touch. And then from the sticker pack, I did mount the bathing suit, and I placed it over the image that's here on this paper. So we've got, this lifts up, and then up here we have a pocket, and we've got some more of the rub-on for an accent. And then down here, we've got a large sticker piece with an ephemera back. And this is just decorative, but this is your pocket. It's kind of a big pocket. I made a bit of an accordion type style to it so that you can get a lot of items in there. And then on this side, I need to get it so I can show you what I'm doing here on this. So on this side here, I used one of the frames so that you can come in behind and put your photo in. And then when you've got your photo set, you can either tape or glue this corner down. I doubled up. There in the ephemera, there is 2 sets of flags. One is a light blue and one's dark. And I kind of back them on each other. And here I've got some little sandal, the brass piece, and then this came from the tags and stickers, and then this also came from the bottom of a sheet that I cut, and I just simply made an element here on the bottom of the page. And then when you turn this, we've got some of the stamps out of the sticker pack, and this is a pocket. So you can see we get things in there. And then on this side, using paper that came out of the 12 by 12 collection, and then I took some of the rub-ons, which is the bathing suits, and put that on the top to kind of give it a decorative feel. And then when you open up this side, we have another pocket, and again, some rub-on images. And then on these two pages, this is a tuck and this is a tuck, but you still have plenty of room to put in any photos. And then when you open this up a little bit further, we have another tuck, and we have another tuck, and then this is another pocket. These are ephemera pieces, they're seashells, and then I took this saying, which is out of the sticker pack, and just kind of laid it over the top of them. And then we're going to move on to this. Now, you can close this in one of two ways. I wanted to use this element, whoops, and this element, and ended up, if I closed it this way, my tag that holds everything in place needed to be a little bit wider. And I put a magnet here and here for it to close. That's why this looks a little bit loose. But you can also close it this way. And this you can use for journaling, for dates, locations, people, places, whichever. And then this is a tuck here. And you still have room for photos if you wish. So when we get on the inside of this page, again, you've got some more journaling that you can do. This piece here was out of my scraps after cutting several pieces, and I really liked this rub-on, and so I put this on here as an accent. And then you've got a spot for photo or journaling back here. And then this page here, this is a small slight tuck that you can put something behind, and you can still put a photo there. And then this is an ephemera piece as well as this. And that's a tuck. Oh, look at this. I got all kinds of goodies in here. And then this is a big pocket. And here are some ephemera pieces that I used. And here's one of the brass elements. It's a lifesaver ring. So I put that there. And then on this page, we have another tuck. And still, again, lots of room for photos. This signature page here, I used two of the cards. This is the back of one, so that you can journal dates, times, places. And then you've got some pockets here, so you can put other items tucked in there. And then this opens up, so you've got some blank pages here for putting in your photos. And then it opens up again, and you've got more pages for photos. And this is a pocket, and I did the same thing with this. So here's a spot for a photo, and then when you get your photo in there, you can tack that down. And then here's another brass element. It looks like it's a fancy drink with a straw and a umbrella. Down here, I used the flowers a little bit differently. So what I did was I took one of the ephemera pieces, it's a sand dollar, and I used it as the center on this one, and then I centered these two with each other. I took one of the chipboard pieces, ran some of the ribbon through that you get with this collection, so that that was the accent that I placed there. And then we get to a double waterfall, and each one of these ephemera pieces I used so that you're not looking at just a blank tag. But I glued on, it's one of the brass pieces that has a beach hot sitting styles, 2 benches and an umbrella. And then the bottom one is a pair of shorts. So I used the shorts to create the H in the word the. And then we've got the back side. And then I did cover just one side of each of the waterfall. And then I did cover and fill in the hinge part of this so that it was not just blue staring at you there. Okay. And then over here, we have, again, a nice tuck on the front of the album. I put in one of the little brass seashells, and then I took one of the ephemera pieces, backed it to raise it up, and it fit perfect over the image that's on this card. This is from the ephemera piece. I backed it on blue cardstock, and then I also raised it up off the page. When you open this up, this is a big ephemera piece, and it is a nice tuck, leaving you still room up here for photos. And then here's another one of those framed pieces, and you can come in from this side, slip your photo in, and then tack this corner down to keep it in place. Here is one of those brass seashells, and then the brass corner filigrees. And then when you open this up, we've got a nice pocket. I used one of the chipboard pieces, but I did back this on some gold cardstock, which we used for the front of the album, and some of that gold ribbon to kind of give it a different look. And then this is another tuck on this side. This is a little different. Some of the papers had just a plain colored background. This is in the backgrounds collection. So you're going to have all the background pages, but on the reverse side, some of them had a different color. And I wanted to kind of throw that in here. I think it's a great change in how an album comes together. So I used the blue side, which, you know, you can consider it being the sky or the water. Here's another one of the rub-ons. And then from the ephemera pack, I did put these in. Now, this opens up. This is a tuck. This is one of the ephemera pieces, and then this is one of the rub-ons. This is from your sticker pack. And then this opens up so that you kind of have a theme that runs through here. And then you've got some journaling here. And then this is another photo tuck. It comes in behind. And again, you can tack the corner down. And then these open up quite wide. And I did some diagonal cuts on these two end pieces. And then I put some additional rub-ons on both of those. And then the last piece here, we have a big waterfall. It doesn't look like it, but it is. So starting with the top, we've got the band. I did use a couple of the postage stamps and then some more of the brass elements. And I used some of the teal colored ribbon that came with this collection. So now when you open this up, both of these are this way, you open it up, and you've got your photo spots. And again, I covered in the fold here all the way through. But now you have another waterfall that flips this way. And then in between them, we have a spot for an additional photo. And that is the same down here. And that is my album. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. And thank you to Scrap and Create for sending me such great collections. You have a good day.